All right, guys, huge shout out to these two guys, Shaun West and Jordan Out, I think that's how you say it, for joining me for this stream. I super appreciate it. These guys are awesome. They're super nice guys. So make sure to follow them on Twitter, and there'll be a link in the description for that. And we basically do a Q&A here while we play the game. I play a match play against Shaun. So make sure to smash a like on the video if you want to see more Golf Club 2019 on the channel. This is an exclusive first look. We're going to be doing the full 18 holes at TPC Deere Run. So make sure to drop a like and I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to put T set 1 because that's what I practiced on. And do I press create match or do I have to invite you first?
Once you hit the create match, it'll bring up the Steam overlays for you.
Create in-game party. Cool. We're playing on PC, by the way. I'm not much of a PC gamer, but I'll try my best. I think I sent you an invite.
On our end, and joining in now.
There we go. My guy's pretty big. I'm 6'4" in real life, so I made myself 6'4". So it seems like it's a lot simpler to set up a match play now. In the last game, you couldn't really do it from the start. You had to kind of start up a round first. Seems a lot easier now.
So this the private match and matchmaking are synchronous peer-to-peer, which is completely new functionality for the golf club, and it is based on a lot of feedback and getting players in the game quicker.
I'd like to welcome you to the golf club.
And that direct connection
match
as well.
play on the go today.
Yeah, so as we're playing in, as you and Shaun are playing in this mode now, what you'll see is, as Shaun is taking his shot, you'll see exactly what's happening as he's doing it. Whereas before with our asynchronous modes, there was a bit of delay. So now it's all as it happens.
Oh yeah, there was a delay in the last one. I noticed that, yeah. So that's gone completely?
So yeah, when you're playing in these private matches and matchmaking modes, it's all peer-to-peer synchronous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I noticed the game looks a lot better. I don't know if that's just because I'm playing on PC with ultra settings, but are you still on the same engine, or?
Yeah, we're still on the Unity engine. Big visual upgrade this year though on trees. We did implement speed trees this time around.
This could be in the run.
So the 3D trees definitely add to the environment and give us a really good boost in the visual quality of the game.
Nice. That was a big yikes for my first shot.
It did show off some other new visual improvements too. So like the ball trails in the bunkers, like lots of little things that went into upping the visuals of the game.
Yeah, I noticed the sound of the driver seems a lot different as well. Like the sounds seem a lot more crisp. Bang.
Yeah, the audio team recorded new sounds out on the course, on the local course here with a pro and the local pro.
So you guys went out on the course and like got a lot of the feels and the visuals for the divots and stuff like that, because I noticed the divots come out a lot better as well now.
Yeah, we did a lot of small detailed effects like that.
Yeah.
You see the ball trails in the bunkers, like Jordan said. Also, the particle effects in there have been improved. You see it when I take my shot here.
I like the way we're seeing it from a different angle on the camera as well when we're watching your shots.
Yeah, and you have control with your directional pad as well to change those.
Ah, yes, I see. All right. What's the idea of the circle as well? You guys have the circle, the area of where you're aiming now?
Yeah, so that's one of the I guess quality of life improvements that we decided to add in this time around, and we thought really long and hard about whether this was a good fit for our game. If you're familiar with the previous games, you could use the scout camera, which is the Y or triangle button, to kind of see where your shot would land in general, like how long your club goes in general. But you couldn't make any adjustments in there. There was nothing marking the screen. But if you knew what you're looking at, you always knew the center of this area that I'm looking at is what I'm supposed to be focused on. So what we found was a lot of people would be pressing that button, seeing where the camera was showing them, pressing it again to go back, making a change, pressing it again to go look at it, and it was just a lot of back and forth.
Okay.
But it wasn't really changing how you play. Like, it was just taking longer to play, but it wasn't making it any more challenging or more authentic to do that. So that's why we made that change this time around.
Okay, that makes it a lot more simplistic. It seems like there's a bit of changes to the putting as well. Like it seems a lot smoother.
Yeah, there's been changes to
That's
all the shots in the game. Also changes to the green grid to make the reads
Here we go.
more
Let's
accurate.
drop this and get your par.
okay. I'm definitely gonna make this. Oh my God! Come on, bro.
He's gonna
Robbed.
need this putt to win the hole.
All right, I'm one down already. I need to get my shots in gear now.
No, not the best start. Your friend here.
What would you
one
say
up
would be
on
like the
first
biggest
hole.
difference between 2019 and 2?
Well, I would say the one of the biggest things is what we're doing right now is the live multiplayer. So we're playing in a private match.
Yeah.
Which is something like you set this up, you picked all the settings that you wanted, you picked the course you wanted, you picked the mode you wanted, you picked who you wanted to play with, so you have full control over that. And as you can see, like we're playing at a pretty good pace. So that's the first big one. There's also matchmaking, where if you don't have a friend to play with at a given time, you can go into matchmaking and say, find me a match for one of the modes we set up, and we set everything up for you to get you in really fast. And then the other biggest thing is in the name of the game. So it's the Golf Club 2019 featuring PGA Tour. So this year we've got the PGA Tour Career Mode. We've started a new relationship with the PGA Tour, and we can go a little bit into detail in that as well if you want. But
How did that opportunity come to partner with them? How did that actually come about? Was it just because it had simply run out with EA, or?
So we've been talking for a long time with the representatives of the PGA Tour and have had a good relationship with them. Once we started working on this iteration, it just made sense for us to continue to push forward with them. We talked for the first few months of the development cycle here, and they liked what we were doing, and we came to an agreement, and now they're part of the game. And in the title, as Jordan mentioned, it's pretty exciting to have them on board. They bring a lot to the product, especially with the addition of the TPC courses, Deere Run being the one we're playing now, and 5 others. So it's pretty exciting, and it was actually a relatively painless process to get it sorted out as well.
Nice. So, like, I know you guys got the TPC courses, and would you be planning to get more courses in the future from official courses?
Yeah, we definitely want to. That's the plan. Not sure. We don't have a timeline or name of any of the courses that we're necessarily pursuing, but we definitely want to continue to build out the content that's available to the user, whether that's launch or down the road.
And is there any chance of getting golfers, official PGA golfers in the game?
So the golfers is a difficult one. We definitely want to be able to have them in the game, but because they're not actually part of the PGA Tour license, they're all individually signed.
Yeah, you'd have to do that separately.
Okay, he needs this.
Yeah, so definitely something we're pursuing, but it's not something that will be featured in this iteration.
Yeah. And speaking of that, would you guys be kind of going for a more yearly release, or are you guys kind of gonna stick with one and try and update it? And
so we haven't really decided on that yet. I don't necessarily think that we will release one again next August, but nothing's been really set in stone on how we're going to push forward with this the iterations moving forward.
Okay, I need this putt. Yes.
Sweet. All right, if he sinks this next one, he's going to have the hole.
Oh, he gets back in it early. Let's go.
And let's regroup. See what we can do on this next hole.
Yes,
So,
you mentioned the club sounds earlier as well.
Third hole coming up.
Something to notice, you might actually pick up on it, that I'm using the hardest club difficulty on the master set. I believe you're playing on the pro one.
yeah.
They'll actually sound different.
Okay.
The audio group went and picked out individual sounds for each of the club sets.
Like from different players on the course, basically?
Yeah.
Oh,
And different types of clubs.
that's awesome. Ah,
This is looking.
that
like
was
it's gonna
not
get
very
rough.
good. I seem to be struggling with the tempo a little bit, just kind of a little bit fast on the downswing.
He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how
Yeah, so there have been all new tunings and changes to basically every part of the gameplay. So that includes the tempo, the swing accuracy difficulty, so like how straight your swing is. It impacts, we made changes to the abilities of each of the clubs as well. So like how far they go, how much you can shape the shots, the spin based on what kind of surface you're hitting at it, what kind of lie you have. If you're buried in a bunker on the top of the sand, all that stuff has been retuned and adjusted again. We try to get it even more realistic, more authentic to the real world.
Okay. Get in the hole. Oh, let's go!
And a fantastic
That's
hit.
what I'm talking about.
Well done.
Way to put the
All right,
pressure
around
on.
the hole here. He just sinks his putt.
You just have to sink this now. Easy. Not enough. Not enough. So what made you guys kind of start up the whole golf club project? What, did you see an opening in the market
Nice
with kind
one.
of
That'll,
PGA, the PGA games dying off a little bit, or?
It wasn't so much kind of like
Keep
any
an eye
kind
on that
of
wind could come into play on this
soothsaying
hole.
or foresight in that concept. It was more
This is the game that you wanted to make?
We were on board to help EA make a golf game at one point. And so we had a team ramped up and ready to go. Everyone was getting into the headspace of, yeah, we're going to make a golf game. This is going to be great. And then that ended up not happening. And that we kind of were stuck in that headspace. We still wanted to make a golf game. So that's when the Golf Club One became a thing. When we went into early access on Steam and had that going for quite a while, and eventually did a console full Steam release. So it really was, kind of a fluke that happened. But now that we're here,
Let's see what he does
everyone's
on
super
this
pumped with what we're doing and where the game has come in such a short time.
So you guys actually were going to be making a PGA Tour game with EA? Or is it it was going to be a separate kind of game from...
I don't know what I can say about that. It was a
Okay,
game,
yeah. No, that's no problem.
It was a golf game that we were going to work on, and then with another company, and then that got
That's
canceled
correct. Okay.
after we started the team. Yeah.
Interesting. It's a good looking shot.
Get up there.
Roll.
Good shot.
Really?
Good
It's
shot.
not.
No, it's not.
I'd say it looks like around 145 yards for the pin.
All right. Does it start it at a lower loft now, or is that just the way it looks like that when you're switching the loft?
So the loft, you're talking about the shot shaper box.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So because we tuned all of the clubs, some of them did change the min and max range. So like this club might not have changed,
Ooh, it's heading for the
but say
green.
maybe the lob wedge, like the lower end of that or the upper end of that might have changed. So we want to make sure that the whole box itself is always consistent. So
Okay.
that will then
Nice
change
approach.
the kind of
He's got a
resolution that you get
16-footer.
with some of the other clubs. But the default should always still be the same for
Okay.
this shot.
This isn't looking good.
This
bad for you.
ran sooner than we thought.
Ooh, let's go.
And there's your birdie.
Back on top.
So like that being said, with the shot shaper, there have been changes to the shots themselves. One of the designers on the team, Craig, did a full pass on like trajectories to kind of try to mimic PGA Tour ball flights a lot closer. Making sure that fades and slices are.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot actually. You can see it in the
Yeah.
air that the ball turns a lot more and looks a lot more realistic now, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a fade here to show people. Power fade, Dustin Johnson style. Okay, that was way too much. Jeez. Alright, I want a mulligan on that one. 12 miles an hour? That's a great drive.
Thank you.
Do you guys have the trophy list and stuff set, right? Is that public information yet?
No, we haven't shared any
Pretty
of that
deep
information
stuff
yet.
here.
Okay.
Give it a good.
How hard is it to get the
in
platinum?
the right direction.
There's a few classics from previous games for like gameplay stuff. So like holding it up on the bunker, holding off the green,
Okay.
getting a hole-in-one on a official course. So like those ones are quite.
Oh no.
Especially the hole-in-one becomes a quite challenge. Oh gosh, no.
That's not a good one.
But a lot of the
to
achievements are all based around our 4 new additions to the game. So like winning events in PGA Tour mode,
Okay.
yards out
playing a private match round in online private matches, things like that.
Yeah, because I noticed the golf club 2, the platinum. There's one trophy that I just can't get, and it's what is it? I think become a billionaire or something like that.
Yeah,
I cannot get that one.
That one's gone. That one's gone. If you're keen on getting the platinum, you don't have to worry about the millionaire trophy anymore.
Thank you.
We replaced it. We replaced it with something that should be a little bit easier to get.
Okay. I don't think I actually ever ended up getting a hole-in-one on an official course either.
Heading into the cabbage on this.
That one's tough. Yeah.
Nice recovery shot from there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one's definitely tough. It's like a very iconic achievement, though. So
Yeah.
it's
That's a
got
good one to have.
Like heresy to pull it out.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one to have. Oh, great putt. He pulls one back. He pulls one back. Ooh, 354. This is drivable for you. Big fade.
This course is well set up that doesn't work in my day run.
I was just trying to get you to go for it, to go in the trees.
This wind's not helping me either. I'm just gonna lay up.
It's a good shot. So,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
one thing we didn't do at the beginning of the match, but
Let's put this drive in the
when you're
fairway.
playing a private match, you have control over all the conditions now, which is something that's new and added to the game. So if you're playing with a friend who maybe is new to the game, you don't want to worry about the wind.
Yeah, you can turn it off.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay.
set that now. Or if you want to like an extra challenge, you can crank it up so that it's
Tee shot's looking good here.
guaranteed to be really high.
Ah.
Same with speed, so like ground firmness, green speeds, all that fun stuff. You have control over that now.
Looks like he's.
And what are the
setting up here
default ones?
around
Is that just kind of
135
normal?
yards out.
So the default ones are whatever the course designer set up.
Oh, okay.
So in the case of these courses, the official TPC courses, we've set these partly based off of what reality is and also just gameplay tuning. But we also have, obviously, if you're not familiar, if any of your viewers aren't familiar, the golf club has a course designer feature,
Yeah.
which allows you to make any 18-hole golf course that you can dream up. And so when you make one of those, you get to pick what the defaults are for your green speed and all that kind of stuff, in addition to laying out the course, putting where the bunkers are, putting the trees in. And that tool is actually what we use to build
Yeah,
our
this is
courses.
not
We
what
started
you
with
decent.
some, I'm not sure how they get it, it's laser scan or satellite something, but height map data for the real courses, and we start with that, but then everything else that we do is done with the same tools that you get in the game.
Okay.
So all the bunker placements, trees, pin placements, tee placements, all that stuff we do in the same tools that you get in the game.
Nice out.
Oh, too much spin. Have you guys been watching the
That
Open?
is decent.
I haven't had a chance to catch it yet today. I saw the leaderboard, so.
Tiger's doing pretty good too.
Is he?
Yeah. It's always good to see Tiger back.
Yeah, I'd like to see him win something soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Did you guys take inspiration from like the early Tiger Woods games, or when you were making the early golf club games?
So we always, we went back and looked at a lot of the older golf games. So whether it was like the older Tiger Woods games,
See if we can save par on
Link
this
Series, things like that, and we kind of picked out the things that we felt best represented the game of golf as opposed to video game golf, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense.
And then I kind of grew from there. You know, we took inspiration from all those places, real world obviously as well, and then
Put your
the
own
goal
touch
for
on
us
it.
is the goal for us is to make a golf game that feels
And
that
after that,
like,
we're all square.
not necessarily is the most realistic, but it's the most realistic feeling, if that makes sense. Like, we want something that makes it feel like you're playing golf, not something that we can say, show you a list of numbers and say, this is exactly like what happens in real golf.
Yeah.
Because, perception is important too. How you feel when you're playing is just as important as to what actually is happening.
Okay. And do you guys play golf in real life?
I do.
Sean's a big golfer.
Yeah, I try and get out as much as I can.
I don't get out on links that much. We have a simulator in house.
Oh, really?
I want to get on. Yeah, I want to get on that a little bit more.
Nice. The simulator in the house. I'd never leave my house if I had that.
It's definitely nice in the off season because we have very short summers here, so the golfing season is quite short.
Okay, yeah. Canada gets cold in the winter?
It definitely does. Lots of snow too.
That is short. Oh no. And we're back to all square. Need a good chip here. So I notice now you can't hit flops out of the rough anymore as well?
You can. It depends on the club you're using. So I believe it's limited to the wedges.
Ah, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Because it had me on an 8-iron for the chip, I see.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great.
I'm going to put this one in.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
Oh.
Ooh, it's gone a little bit by. That's a tester.
It's a nasty slope there.
Yikes.
All right, 13-footer here.
Oh, I'm further still? Gosh.
So who are you pulling for in the to win the Open?
Oh, I'm pulling for Ricky.
Nice.
Ricky Fowler. I'm hoping he finally gets a major. He deserves one.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like to see him win.
Yeah, he deserves a major, definitely.
Oh, break.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have this one. I'll give you that one.
Okay, setting up for the bogey.
So, are you guys thinking about like expanding the team now that you're partnered with PGA? Has that come into the equation at all, or you kind of just gonna stick to the same?
Okay.
What you've been doing?
Will be halved.
You mean on the simulation side of that being our main focus?
Yeah, I mean just in terms of your dev team, are you thinking of like expanding it at all?
I think that's still to be determined. We've definitely put a lot into this one. We're very excited about what we've been able to accomplish in a short timeline and with the bodies that we've put on the project. But I think time will tell what happens for the next iteration or post-launch as well.
Okay. What's the difference between the Master and the Pro, by the way? What's your carry distance compared to mine? Mine's 268. Is yours a lot further than that, or?
I think it's 20 yards more.
288.
280.
We'll check in a second.
283. 283. Okay.
Craig's still making some adjustments, but.
Okay.
That's looking nice off the tee.
So you guys are still working on this, like ironing out the glitches and stuff?
We're just doing some minor tunings, making sure everything feels right before we push it out the door.
Looking at 150 yards-ish.
Nice. Is there any glitches that you've come across during the game that have been really hard to get over, or is it relatively easy?
Whenever a bug comes up, especially during kind of gameplay stuff like we're in now, sometimes it's quite hard to track it down just because of the amount of variation we have in the game. So you could be on any course that anybody has ever made with any club trying to take any shot out of any lie.
Okay, yeah.
So once in a while you'll get one where
on the green.
whatever's Twitch is funny or something like that, and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I make that happen? That one can take hours or days to figure out why it's happening, and then it takes even more time to obviously fix it.
Okay, you have to try and replicate that shot again, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once you do find it, and you find out, okay, well, I can fix this problem like this. You have to make sure that what you're doing to fix that isn't going to cause a problem somewhere else. You got to realize that, well, there's 1,000 different other courses and 1,000 different other scenarios that people could be in after I make this change that might make it play differently than it did before.
Oh.
So definitely some of them are gimmies, like, oh, this word is spelled wrong. We can fix that pretty easy, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
The gameplay ones are tougher.
yeah, definitely.
This one's going for
Stay
it.
up, stay up. Oh!
Oh,
Man, I am getting robbed.
Okay, he'll need this to win the hole.
We can't let him get ahead, guys. We need someone out there on the course putting you off. Oh.
taking the side door.
And he takes the lead.
And after that one, your opponent is 1 up.
Alright, 8 holes gone. Next one is index 1. Okay.
Yeah, so Sean's driver here is 284 to answer your earlier question.
284, okay. Seems like it's cheating to me, but
He's got to be very, very
accurate.
really
Yeah.
sharp. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go up to them eventually. I just needed a bit more practice.
Let's have a nice drive.
Oh, absolutely. Like we've obviously been playing the game every workday since we've started working on it, and as it gets tuned, we get to keep
This one looks
playing the
pretty
adjustments and playing the adjustments. So the practice that we've got is miles beyond the few rounds that you might have played already.
Yeah, exactly.
safe.
Yeah, so I played about 4
corrected.
practice
It's
rounds
the
for
deep
anyone who
stuff
was
for you.
wondering. Okay, this is just a ridiculous lie. It seems like hitting out of the rough is a lot more realistic now as well, in terms of like, there's never really a rough shot where, I remember in the golf club too, you could maybe only advance at like 50 yards or something when you got certain lies. It seems like there's, oh no.
Oh. Yeah, there's definitely been
This isn't looking
like we talked about
positive.
earlier, all of the gameplay stuff has been tuned, so that includes
Here's a
how
pro
the ball
tip.
reacts to the
Try
surfaces
staying
that it's
out of the
in,
rough.
Yeah.
It'll help.
how
Trust
that
me.
affects,
Around
how difficult the shot is you're going to
195
take,
to the pin for
how
him.
much
Let's see
spin
what
you
happens.
get on the ball, the distance effect that the lie has, and it's not the same of like just being in the rough isn't the same every time. So you might be on top of the rough, you might be deep in it.
That one looks like it's deep in it.
That one looks pretty funny.
It's rough, but at least you aren't in the real deep stuff.
Alright, this ain't too bad. Oh wow, I put way too much loft on that. Dang it. $80 to $87, that is the heavy rough.
That is slightly buried.
Stop.
Alright, we might have got away with one there, guys.
Not leaving myself an easy putt though.
Okay, this one to save par.
Uphill putt.
Oh, 44 feet. Nice left, right.
I make these for fun. No. Not even close. Yikes.
And if this next putt drops, he'll go 2 up.
No, we can't let him go 2 up. Come on.
Get over there.
Oh, we have a chance.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
So we've also added a couple other things to the gameplay experience as well.
And there's a bogey.
So when you're playing around, you can
Sinks
fast
this one, the
forward
hole will
your
be-
gameplay.
Yeah, you can fast forward the shot.
Let's see what the
So if
scorecard
you're holding,
says.
yeah. So once the shot is in flight, you can hold triangle or
Okay,
Y.
that's gonna half the
your
hole.
gamepad, and that'll. I think it's up like 3 or 4 times faster.
It's a little bit faster just to help you, either if the ball's rolling super slow or if you only got 10 minutes to play around,
Okay, yeah.
it helps you get through that a little bit faster. But obviously, if you're in it for the experience of like a more relaxed experience, you don't have to use that.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And is the replay feature still there? I remember you could like watch a replay of your shot or something.
Yeah, you can still pause the game at any point and watch a replay of the shot that you've taken.
Okay.
So that's only supported when you're playing in like a single player mode. So if you're in PGA Tour mode, or if you're playing on your own, like basically not in the new live multiplayer stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So that's just to prevent you from going to a replay while someone's waiting for you to take your shot, right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Tee shot's looking decent.
There's no like timer or anything.
During matchmaking, there is.
Okay.
So if you're matching up with other people that you don't know, then there is a hole timer that they have to complete each hole in, and you as well. Because we're in private match, the assumption is that we know each other.
Yeah.
So we get to play at our own pace.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I remember even when you were playing with your friend in, I think it was Rory McIlroy PGA Tour, they still had a timer. It was super annoying. Alright, I had to lay up.
Lay up. You didn't want to take the risk.
I didn't have enough.
Gotta go for it.
You go for it there, and hopefully just a little bit right.
It's going to the drink.
Oh no.
Oh, that's straight in the middle of the water.
Really hard.
That's why I laid up.
That was a mistake.
And it looks like we
Big
have
mistake.
100 yards to the pin.
Oh, a 6-iron pitch? No, thanks. I'll never stop rolling. Okay, 106.
So one of the other gameplay features that we added this year is the ability to do a shot preview. It depends on the club set that you're playing with. So on Master, I don't have any. In your set, you have some that you can use, and the beginner set has a few more than that as well. So that basically lets you kind of take a free shot, kind of see where that shot would have ended up if you had taken it. And if it's something that ends up, I don't know, working out well for you, you then have to try and go and replicate that shot again as well. For matchmaking and online societies, we do have settings to block those features as well.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say people could probably use that in the society events. Okay, so
Yeah,
I can turn that off completely if I want to, for my society if I had a society.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because yeah, I just done a society event for the Open last week, and it was pretty good. I noticed that there's like been a couple of cheaters as well on like TGC tours and stuff like that, like straight shooters I've heard of. Is there like anything to prevent that now, or is that something that a different team deals with?
It's a pretty contentious topic. To be honest, it's not an easy thing to determine, especially with all the different types of hardware that's out there.
We also be really careful of like false positives. So someone who's really good at the game in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't just go accusing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, some of the bigger
Solid
tours have a little bit of information that they can use on their end to see more details about the types of shots people are making, and they get to make their own informed decisions on what they want to do. But that's like quite a complex set of data. It's not something you can show on a screen to a person and have them understand what they need to do.
Yeah.
So like we can make measurements like how straight people are hitting the ball and things like that, moving the stick. But if you're just good at the game, that's gonna be flagged if we make that tolerance too tight.
Yeah. I get you.
All right, let's see how he does here.
All right, we're back level. Good start to the back nine. You were saying you prefer the back nine here at Deere Run, so
I do.
I'm kind of scared now. Okay, I definitely hear the different sound there now from your club and mine.
Yeah, so we were just talking about online society. So those are back this year. You can create your society, have people join it, or have them request to join. Pay an entry fee if you want to set that to kind of build up your coffer for your society, and then use that money, that in-game currency, for like the purse for events that you set up. So you set up your schedule just like you could before.
Mm-hmm.
This year we've added in admins to the.
Well, I was just about to ask about that actually, because I think I had one of the biggest societies in the golf club too, and I was hoping to get admins and stuff like that. But that's a great addition.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when you're running a big society, it's tough to have done it on your own. So now we have admins. You can promote one or more of your members to have access to edit events, create events, accept membership requests, things like that.
So the admins can create events?
Yeah, they can. Yeah. So
that's
basically
awesome.
The only thing that they can't do is take the society from you. So you have control to make them an admin or take that privilege away, but they can do all the other parts of that society that you could as the owner of the society.
Okay, that's a great feature.
Yeah, we've done a couple other things. There's a new social page in the societies where your members can post messages when you go into your society menu.
A social page within the game, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you can write a little message, say, I posted the course, I created this course, go check it out, and then your society members can see that as well. And then all the customization that we talked about, so setting your wind speeds and green speeds and things, that's available when you're setting up your events. So if you want to have, it's not just pin set anymore per round. If you want to have different wind settings on your round or different green speeds per round in your event, you can do that now as well.
Okay, perfect. So you choose, like for the society events, you choose the wind and stuff like that?
Yeah, you have the option. If you don't want to deal with that, you can obviously leave it as the default and play it as you would have previously.
Awesome.
But if you want to customize it, that's all there now.
Great stuff. Ooh, that's fast. Get lucky.
Ooh, it looks like you're going to be putting.
Oh, that's a hole in one.
Requirements.
Get in the hole.
Yeah,
Turn.
requirements.
Oof. Oof. Wasn't far off. Anywhere closer than that, and that's good.
Yeah, so for some of the bigger societies like yours, for example, another thing that we added this time around is entry requirements for the event. So previously you could do like an entry fee, right? You'd have to pay your virtual currency to get in, and that would go into the purse.
Yeah.
But now we have a system where you can dictate requirements to say, only people who are in the top 100 of this season for points get to play this event, or only people who have won an event in the history of my society gets to play this event. So you can kind of create your own invitationals, majors, championships.
Oh, okay.
Par 4.
And kind of build your structure of your society in a little bit more detail. And then on top of that, we also have alternate events. So the same time frame as your big event that has the requirement of being in the top 100, you can set up an alternate event that anybody else in your society gets to play. So you don't have to leave people out for like.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
or whatever. They get to play that alternate that week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a carryover from our PGA Tour career mode, where we wanted those features in the single player career mode for some of the championships and invitationals in that.
Okay, so speaking of the career mode as well, is like, is there like any story to it, or is it kind of like you build your way up through Q School? I saw.
Okay.
Or the web.com tour?
5 yards to the.
Yeah, so you start out your career mode by playing the Q School final, and then we have a promotional requirement to get into web.com. Just like in the real world, you have to rank to a certain rank in the Q School final to earn your web.com tour card. We have a short version of the web.com tour, and we have the same promotional requirements in that as we do in the real world. So you can win 3 events in the season, and you get bumped straight to the PGA Tour. Or if you do well enough by the end of the season, you'll get your PGA Tour card and get to start your PGA Tour career the following season. And then our PGA Tour career, we have over 30 events in that schedule. And within that, we've got our 6 fully licensed events on our TPC courses. So things like the Shriners Hospitals.
And they'll be named the actual tournament, like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So like we've got TPC Summerlin, which has the Shriners Hospitals.
The Players Championship.
Players Championship is on TPC Sawgrass.
Awesome.
We've got the Dell final, which is on TPC Boston.
The Waste Management Phoenix as well, right?
And Phoenix is there.
Awesome.
And
Oh,
then,
that's in the hole. Oh, no.
Ah,
All right, sink this one to have the hole.
All right, we need this
See
for a
the-
half now.
the John Deere Classic, which is on.
That was
Deere
last
Run
week, right?
Now.
yeah,
Ah,
that was
awesome.
last week. Some crazy low score shot last weekend.
Oh, my God.
Oh, too much.
Yeah, I really like the way there's no delay now as well, because I remember I was playing with my friend
It's like you're
Tyler, and we'd have it where I'd be saying yes, and then 3 seconds later he'd see the putt go into the hole and stuff like that. It was just a little bit awkward.
Yeah, we've been playing the live multiplayer in the office since we've had it up and running, and absolutely, it completely changes how you react with the players that you're playing with.
100%. And in terms of like the sponsorship with the PGA Tour, have you got like brands now, official brands for the clothing and clubs and stuff like that?
Drive in the fairway.
So we've put apparel in the game, some licensed apparel in the game.
I saw
this
the
year.
Under Armour was there. You're wearing the Under Armour shoes, and
Yeah.
I saw the Under Armour cap when I was searching through the store.
Yeah, so there's the Under Armour is probably one of the
Solid
bigger ones
swing.
that we have. We've got some licensed PGA Tour apparel in there as well. Then we have a couple boutique shops, so like Royal and Awesome and Tattoo Golf are some shops that we've got items from, and those also tie into the PGA Tour Career Mode as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
You
in
can get
PGA Tour
sponsorships with them and stuff?
Sorry.
You can get sponsorships and stuff with them in the career mode, is it?
Yeah, so there's a sponsor
okay.
system in the PGA Tour career mode where you get challenges from those sponsors. So there's requirements to get them interested into working with you, and then once you catch their interest, they give you challenges to do during your rounds to unlock the gear that they've provided us with.
Oh, awesome.
So there are some, there's obviously the main, the bigger story of your PGA Tour career. You want to place Q School to get your Web.com Tour card. You want to go through that to get your PGA Tour card. Put in your time in those events, win your points. For the race for the FedEx Cup, play the finals, win the FedEx Cup. That's your kind of overarching goal of career mode. But within that, we also have these smaller pieces. So sponsorship goals is one of the features. Another feature is we also have the trophies that you collect from winning each event. So even if you're placing well enough to win these points to win the FedEx Cup, you want to win all those events that we have in there to get those trophies and fill out your trophy room.
You have a trophy room?
Yeah, so there's a list of trophies. It's not every event that we have, but all the licensed ones, in all the licensed events that we have a trophy. Each of the
that's
majors
awesome.
that we put in the game has a trophy. So we have the majors that we have are fictional.
So there is 4 majors though.
15th hole coming
We have
up.
4 majors in our schedule on fictional courses this year. Yes.
Okay. And will those will be official courses though, obviously?
Yeah. So the bulk of the official courses that we have filling out the roster this year. So we have our 6 TPC courses that we're launching with, which are official licensed courses.
Yeah.
The rest of them that fill out the career mode and also the official course list are from our community. So we reach out to our community, to some of the best course designers from the previous golf club games, and said, look, these are the courses that we think are the best. These are the ones that we love the most and we think would add the most to a person's experience who's just booting up the game on day one. We want to use these in our game as official courses, and that's worked out great for us. And we've got them in the credits with us. Their courses are being used in the PGA Tour career. So those are the ones that you'll see in between all of the official licensed events that you're playing in PGA Tour.
So those are all user created pretty much.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what about the official courses from the last game? Will those carry over into this game, like the Littlebrook Manors and stuff?
So some of the official courses are going to be there on day one. Some of them aren't. I don't think Littlebrook Manor's in the list. I mean, that's like a staple. But there are some of the courses that we need to go back and look at and bring up to par.
You have to make sure they're right for the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And are all the user-created courses going to be available to play, or is that kind of, there's a different set now? It's going to be all the user-created courses from 2019. Is it going to be different?
So it's the same system that we had going from Golf Club 1 to Golf Club 2, where the creator of the course has a button in the course designer where they can import their course into the Golf Club 2019, make any adjustments that they want, and then republish it. Because we have all these new features, speed trees, new changes to services and things like that, we want to make sure that the course designer, the person who made the course, is getting the opportunity to make the course look as good as it can in the Golf Club 2019.
Okay, awesome. Can you guys tell us the 4 courses that are for the majors as well, so we can? Do you know?
I don't remember which ones we assigned to those, so I don't have that for you.
No problem.
Sorry.
Sink this and you'll go 1 up on your friend here.
This is to go 1 up with 3 to play.
Yeah, this is going to go right down to the wire.
Oh, that's in. That's money.
Oh.
Oh,
That's short.
that's short.
Oh, traveled all that way to do nothing but sit.
Oh, he still has to make this though.
You. This is not a gimme. Get up there.
Oh, he left it short.
He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. All right, this one to go 1 up.
So one thing we didn't talk about
And
yet
a
is
decent
we're playing
one.
match
And
play
this one.
now, 1v1. We have added 2 new
That'll take
modes
you
Alternate shot
up
and
on your friend.
and skins.
skins. Oh, skins. That's awesome.
So we've added alt
Nice little
shot
par
and
3
skins.
here. Let's drop
In
this tee
skins
shot
mode, you
close.
can put your virtual currency that you earn on the line and play either against in a private match and set the value that you want for each hole, or you can play matchmaking and try to take other people's virtual currency on the course. So those are 2 big modes that fit really well with the new live multiplayer system that we have, especially in matchmaking, because like match play, it's a good versus. They're good versus modes, and they're also quite quick. So you guys are kind of slugging it out here. You're going to go over 18, I think, but it helps speed things up when you can end up having to concede the hole or concede the match when you go too far over your opponent.
Yeah. And you can do
What do you think? Is he gonna
2v2
make
private
this?
matches
Kinda
with
long.
alternate shot?
Yeah, you can do 2v2. Private, you can also party with a friend. So like,
And we could do matchmaking party if I wanted to party with my friend, matchmaking against people we don't know.
yep.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
That's
And
cruel.
to take things dormy.
This is to go
yeah,
dormy.
So you and Shaun are in an in-game party now playing this private match. But when you were done this, we decided, you know what? Let's go on matchmaking and see if we can take on
Nice.
people on alt shot. You can jump right into that,
That's
find a
dope.
match with 2 other people, and then
Nice
Play
putt.
your round.
That's going to take you
Awesome.
2
I only
up.
need a half on this par
Friend.
5 to win, guys.
17th hole coming up.
I told you I love a challenge, Sean. Oh, that's not a good one,
This
though.
could be in the rough.
Bounce. Big bounce.
Get buried.
Why does it say the total there, +4 and +6 besides our stroke? What does that mean?
I think that's our score right now, but it should be showing the.
The 1-up kind of thing?
It should be showing who's
Some
up.
deep stuff.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is an older
dangerous.
build as well, so we're a little bit behind on PC
Okay.
or the console.
And you're obviously releasing all at the same time with PC console.
Yeah, they're all releasing at the same time in August.
Cool. Alright, that's about as good as I could do. No, don't go in the bunker, please. Oh, come on. He's giving him an opportunity here.
Oh no!
Oh! Straight pull. He tried to hit it too hard.
He's hitting out of the beach here now.
The thing with the Master Club, you really have to.
Have to be perfect.
Yeah, you gotta control that tempo.
Do you, when you're playing casually, do you use the master clubs or
I usually switch between the two.
switch between the pro and the master? Okay.
Yeah. Depends on how I'm feeling for the day.
Is it kind of the same difference as the golf club too between the 3 sets?
There's been some tunings for that, just based off what we've seen from matches being played in the previous game. But it's the same idea of you start off with the beginner set, kind of get your legs a little bit, figure out what's going on, eventually move up to the pro set. And then if you really put the time into it, you're going to move up to master and take that risk to try to get that reward.
Okay. Ooh, I'm going to get the read off you.
That was a bit underwhelming, but you're out of the sand.
He has to make this putt.
No.
Oh, man.
That could be it.
All right, one more putt and you win the match. Sink this one and all relax.
I don't know why I hit that so hard. All right, this putt's to win.
4 feet to the hole. You can do this.
I never miss 4-footers.
That'll
Bang.
work for par.
Nice finish.
All right, he needs this next
Oh.
putt to have the hole. Yeah, let's see what the scorecard says.
Do we still play the last, or does it just
And
finish it?
congratulations,
No,
whoever won it. Sitting at
I think
2
you
up
won.
in this competition. Good job.
Okay.
Thanks for the
This
round.
is
That
the-
was.
yeah,
Oh, there you
it
go.
looks
There you
like.
go. What are these cards about? These 3 cards, by the way, guys. So the audio seemed to be a little out of sync for the last little minute here where we were saying goodbye and stuff, but I also asked him about these little cards at the end. Apparently you can get cosmetic items from doing certain things during the round. You can win cosmetic items during the career, and I think during some certain tournaments as well. But I'm super excited after this video, after playing with the devs and asking them the questions that I wanted answers to. I've pretty much been satisfied with that, and I can't wait for the game now. It's coming out in August. They don't have an official release date yet, but hopefully I'll be able to play the game ahead of release, and we'll get a few videos up for you guys. For now, make sure to hit the like button on this one, and I'll see you guys for more Golf Club 2019 content very soon. Huge shout out to HB Studios for hooking this up, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.